They say all nuts are healthy. But what if I told you that some nuts can quietly sabotage your blood sugar, even while you're trying your best to eat right? For millions of Americans over 60 living with diabetes or prediabetes, this small detail can make a big difference. Not all nuts are created equal, and the way they affect your body can vary more than you think. While some help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation, others act more like candy in disguise. Picture this. You're sitting in your kitchen, choosing a snack. You want something quick, natural, and satisfying. A bag of mixed nuts seems perfect, but hidden in that handful might be one or two varieties that push your glucose up faster than a slice of white bread. And because it's just nuts, most people don't even question it. This quiet mistake repeats every day across households, especially among older adults trying to eat better, but lacking the right guidance. Our generation grew up believing that if it came from nature, it must be good. But the food industry knows how to twist that trust. Today, many store-bought nuts are coated, roasted, sweetened, or blended in ways that completely change how your body reacts. What looks like a wholesome snack might actually be fueling silent inflammation, insulin resistance, and sugar cravings you can't explain. And here's the real kicker. The nuts that help balance blood sugar often go unnoticed, while the ones that harm it are front and center on every shelf. Pretty packaging, bold health claims, and all. That's why knowing which to avoid and which to embrace is more than just nutritional advice. It's a form of self-defense, especially as we age and our metabolism becomes more sensitive. In today's video, we'll uncover the 4 types of nuts every diabetic should avoid, followed by 4 powerful alternatives that support better blood sugar naturally. Some of these swaps are so simple, you might already have them in your pantry. Let's dive into the list, and by the end, you'll never look at nuts the same way again. Number 4. Processed peanuts. They crunch, they satisfy, and they're everywhere, from gas stations to kitchen pantries. But processed peanuts are one of the most misleading healthy snacks out there for people managing diabetes. While raw peanuts in moderation can offer some nutritional value, the processed kind tells a different story. One filled with added oils, salt, and blood sugar, spiking ingredients that the average person never sees coming. Think about how most peanuts are prepared for sale. They're roasted in inflammatory oils like soybean or palm oil, coated with layers of salt, and sometimes even sweetened with maltodextrin or corn syrup solids. These hidden additives aren't just preservatives, they're metabolic disruptors. They drive your blood sugar up, increase insulin resistance, and fan the flames of silent inflammation that's already a risk in older adults. Let's break it down with an image. Your bloodstream is like a smooth, flowing highway. Natural peanuts might glide along calmly, but processed peanuts are like a truckload of potholes, making the road bumpy and chaotic for your insulin to navigate. Every handful adds stress to your pancreas, especially if you're already insulin resistant or on medication to control glucose levels. And here's the tricky part. Processed peanuts often come in deceptively small packages that encourage oversnacking. The salt makes them addictive, the crunch is satisfying, and before you know it, the bag is empty. For older adults with slower digestion and changing metabolism, that innocent snack can become a glucose roller coaster. Over time, it contributes to weight gain, fatigue, and even numbness in the feet or hands. Early signs of diabetic neuropathy. So while peanuts aren't evil by nature, the way they're prepared makes all the difference. If it's packaged, flavored, or overly salted, it's best left on the shelf. Better options are coming up. Nuts that protect your body instead of stressing it. But first, let's uncover another sugary saboteur. Candied cashews. Number 3. Candied cashews. They sparkle, they crunch, and they whisper sweet nothings to your taste buds. But behind that shiny glaze, candied cashews are a blood sugar bomb disguised as a treat. Many older adults see them as a light indulgence, after dinner, or a sweet addition to trail mix. But when sugar and fat are fused together in one bite, the impact on your glucose can be stronger than a slice of cake, and far more deceptive. Cashews already have a higher natural carbohydrate content compared to other nuts. Now add a coating of caramelized sugar, honey, or brown syrup, and you've got a snack that acts more like candy than food. Once inside your body, those sugars are quickly absorbed, causing blood sugar spikes that can linger for hours. For seniors trying to avoid fatigue, blurry vision, or irritability, this is a trap in sweet disguise. Imagine your body like a campfire. Healthy fats can be like steady logs, keeping it warm for hours. But candied cashews? They're dry twigs soaked in lighter fluid. They burn hot and fast, creating sudden bursts of energy followed by deep crashes. For people with type 2 diabetes, this roller coaster effect weakens insulin sensitivity, stresses the pancreas, and fuels cravings for more sugar, not less. And let's not forget how easy it is to overeat them. One handful becomes two, and before you realize it, you've eaten 20 or 30 pieces. That's not just sugar. It's excess calories, added fat, and another hurdle in your path toward balanced blood sugar. The sweet coating makes it feel like dessert, but your body pays a high price for that temporary pleasure. Candied cashews are often marketed as gourmet or holiday treats, which makes them feel more harmless. But for those of us over 60, especially with prediabetes or full diabetes, they're one of the worst snack choices you can make. Fortunately, nature offers far better options for flavor and crunch, without the glucose spike. Let's look at what's next on the avoid list. Number 2. Honey-coated walnuts. At first glance, honey-coated walnuts seem like a healthy treat. After all, honey is natural, and walnuts are rich in omega-3s, right? But when you take something beneficial and drench it in sugar, its health halo fades fast. For older adults with diabetes or insulin resistance, these sweetened nuts deliver a double blow, spiking blood sugar while masking the damage with a golden glow. The problem isn't just the honey, it's the concentration of it. When walnuts are glazed, they're usually coated with more sugar per gram than a slice of fruit pie. This sugar rush hits the bloodstream fast, causing a sharp rise in glucose levels. And because walnuts are high in fat, the sugar sticks around longer, making it harder for insulin to bring things back into balance. It's a slow-burning, sticky trap for your metabolism. Picture your bloodstream like a peaceful lake. Pure walnuts drop in like stones, causing a gentle ripple. But honey-coated ones? It's like pouring syrup into the water. Everything gets sticky, sluggish, and harder to clear. This combination of sugar and fat increases the risk of insulin resistance, fatty liver, and chronic inflammation. 3 major red flags for aging adults trying to stay healthy. Even more dangerous is the portion distortion. A few glazed walnuts can feel light and innocent, but a small serving often contains more sugar than a cookie. And because it's marketed as healthy, many people don't realize how much they've eaten until after the damage is done. For seniors with slower digestion and fluctuating glucose, this creates unnecessary stress on every system in the body. The takeaway? Walnuts are one of the best nuts you can eat, but only when they're raw or dry roasted without sweet coatings. The honey might look pretty, but your pancreas doesn't think so. We still have one more nut to watch out for before we turn the corner into the healing side of the list. Number 1. Trail mix with dried fruits. It's sold as the ultimate healthy snack, perfect for hikes, road trips, or a quick bite between meals. But for diabetics, trail mix with dried fruits is one of the most misleading combinations on the shelf. It looks colorful, natural, and packed with energy. But beneath that cheerful mix of textures hides a glycemic trap that can send your blood sugar soaring before you even finish the handful. Most trail mixes are loaded with sweetened dried fruits, raisins, cranberries, banana chips, that are often treated with sugar, preservatives, and even artificial colorants. Combine those with salted or glazed nuts, chocolate bits, or yogurt-covered snacks, and what you really have is a dessert disguised as a healthy food. Your blood sugar doesn't care if it came from a health store. It reacts to the sugar fast. Imagine your glucose levels like a balloon. Each dried fruit piece adds another puff of air. Add a few more, and eventually, it pops. Trail mix with dried fruits acts like a sugar bomb with a delayed fuse. The quick sugars from fruit mix with slow-digesting fats from nuts, causing unpredictable spikes and crashes that confuse your metabolism and drain your energy throughout the day. And it's not just about sugar. The portion sizes are nearly impossible to control. Most people eat trail mix by the handful, often 2 or 3 at a time. For older adults with reduced insulin sensitivity, that means every bite is a gamble. One healthy snack can cause dizziness, irritability, and even interfere with sleep if eaten in the evening. It's not fueling you, it's fighting you. The worst part? It feels like a smart choice. You think you're doing your body a favor, but the mix of sugar, fat, and sodium can quietly push you further from your health goals. But don't worry. We're just about to flip the page. Ahead are 4 powerful nuts that can actually help balance your blood sugar. No tricks, no coatings, just real support from nature. Number 4. Raw pecans. They're buttery, rich, and surprisingly underrated. But when it comes to blood sugar support, raw pecans are one of nature's quiet powerhouses. Unlike their candied or roasted counterparts, raw pecans deliver a pure, steady source of energy that helps older adults maintain balanced glucose without the spikes or crashes. They're the kind of snack that works with your body, not against it. Pecans are naturally low in carbohydrates and high in healthy fats, particularly monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil. These fats help slow digestion, which means glucose enters the bloodstream gradually, giving your insulin time to respond. That's especially important for seniors, whose bodies process sugars less efficiently. It's like switching from a roller coaster to a gentle ride through the countryside. What makes pecans even more impressive is their antioxidant profile. They contain ellagic acid and vitamin E, both of which help reduce inflammation, a hidden driver of insulin resistance. Think of raw pecans as tiny shields, protecting your cells from oxidative stress that builds up with age. And the best part? Just a small handful a day can deliver this protection without tipping your calorie balance. Let's talk practicality. Raw pecans don't need fancy preparation. They're delicious as is, easy to carry, and satisfying enough to curb hunger between meals. Unlike sweet snacks that leave you wanting more, pecans offer real satiety, which means fewer cravings later in the day. That's a powerful ally when trying to avoid sugar spikes and emotional eating. So if you're looking for a snack that respects your age, your metabolism, and your taste buds, pecans are a smart place to start. In the next segment, we'll explore another blood sugar-friendly nut that often gets overlooked, the mighty walnut. Number 3. Walnuts. They look like tiny brains, and perhaps that's no coincidence. Walnuts are among the best nuts for brain and blood sugar health. For older adults managing diabetes, these omega-3 rich gems offer more than just a crunchy bite. They help reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, and nourish your nervous system, all in one simple handful. Walnuts stand out because they're one of the only nuts with significant amounts of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3. This nutrient plays a key role in lowering systemic inflammation, which is often elevated in people with diabetes. Inflammation is like static in your body's communication system. It confuses hormones like insulin and makes blood sugar harder to regulate. By calming this storm, walnuts help your body function more smoothly, especially as you age. And there's more. Studies have shown that regular walnut consumption can improve HbA1c levels, the long-term marker of blood sugar control, without causing weight gain. That's critical for older adults who may be trying to manage multiple health concerns at once. It's like getting support on several fronts at the same time. Lower glucose, better heart health, and a happier brain. What makes them especially valuable is their effect on satiety. Walnuts help you feel full without relying on carbs, which means fewer temptations to reach for sugary snacks later. Their crunchy texture and earthy flavor also make them a satisfying addition to oatmeal, salads, or simply as a mid-afternoon nibble. And because they digest slowly, they help prevent the sharp glucose peaks and valleys that leave you feeling drained. So while some nuts cause chaos in your bloodstream, walnuts bring calm and order. They're the kind of food that respects your body's rhythms, especially when your metabolism isn't as quick as it once was. If you've overlooked them in favor of flashier snacks, it might be time to give them a second look. Your blood sugar will thank you. Up next, another quiet hero, the raw almond. Number 2. Raw almonds. Simple, crunchy, and easy to find. Raw almonds are one of the most accessible tools for blood sugar control, but their real power goes far beyond convenience. For older adults living with diabetes, these little beige nuts offer a steady, reliable way to curb hunger, manage glucose, and protect long-term metabolic health. The secret? A unique balance of fiber, protein, and healthy fats that work in harmony with your body. Unlike many popular snacks that offer a quick hit and then leave you crashing, almonds digest slowly. This gradual process helps flatten the blood sugar curve after meals, reducing the highs and lows that can make you feel tired, irritable, or foggy. Imagine your body like an old car. It runs best on slow-burning fuel, and almonds deliver just that. No sugar coating, no additives, just clean, sustained energy. Almonds are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a vital role in glucose metabolism. In fact, many people with type 2 diabetes are unknowingly deficient in magnesium, which makes it even harder to manage blood sugar. By incorporating raw almonds into your daily routine, you're not just snacking, you're refueling a system that may be under constant stress. Think of them as natural tune-up tools for your pancreas. And let's not forget fiber. Raw almonds contain both soluble and insoluble fiber, which help improve gut health and further slow the absorption of glucose. That means fewer spikes after meals and a more stable energy flow throughout the day. For seniors, who often struggle with digestion and irregularity, this benefit is doubly important. It's not just about sugar, it's about balance in the whole body. So next time you're tempted to reach for a granola bar or a handful of crackers, consider a small portion of raw almonds instead. They're portable, shelf-stable, and require no prep. With just a few each day, you're actively supporting your blood vessels, your digestion, and your glucose control, all in one. And we still have one more nut to explore, a powerhouse from South America that your body might be quietly begging for. Number 1. Brazil nuts. They're big, bold, and often the last ones left in the nut mix. But for anyone over 60, especially with diabetes, Brazil nuts might just be the unsung hero of blood sugar control. Packed with selenium, a powerful antioxidant mineral, these rich and creamy nuts support not only glucose metabolism, but also thyroid function, immune balance, and nerve health. And when you're aging with diabetes, every one of those systems matters more than ever. Selenium plays a quiet but essential role in your body. It helps regulate inflammation, supports insulin signaling, and acts as a cellular shield against oxidative stress. Most people, especially older adults, aren't getting enough from their diets. But just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can meet your daily selenium needs. It's like a multivitamin straight from nature, no capsule required. But that's not all. Brazil nuts are also rich in healthy fats and fiber, making them slow digesting and deeply satisfying. Their creamy texture and mild flavor make them ideal for mindful snacking. helping you feel full without overdoing it on carbs. Think of them as slow-release energy tablets, but natural, whole, and delicious. Another hidden benefit: support for your thyroid. As we age, thyroid function tends to decline, and low thyroid activity can worsen blood sugar problems. Selenium helps your thyroid produce hormones efficiently, which can indirectly improve how your body uses insulin. It's a chain reaction of healing that begins with a humble nut and ends with a stronger, more balanced metabolism. Just be careful not to overdo it. Brazil nuts are powerful but potent. 1 or 2 a day is plenty. Any more than that could lead to too much selenium, which your body doesn't need. So enjoy them as a ritual, not a handful snack. Coming up next, let's bring it all together with a message of hope and a clear path forward. You've just uncovered what many people never realize until it's too late. Not all nuts are created equal, especially when it comes to managing blood sugar after 60. Some can quietly sabotage your health, even while wearing a natural label. Others, though, like raw pecans, walnuts, almonds, and Brazil nuts, can be trusted allies, working silently to support your energy, metabolism, and well-being. For so many older adults, the battle with blood sugar feels like an uphill climb. But every smart choice makes that climb a little easier. Swapping out just one harmful nut for a healing one might seem like a small act, but it creates momentum. Over time, those small swaps add up to clearer thinking, steadier energy, fewer sugar crashes, and, most importantly, a body that starts to feel more like your own again. The truth is, your body still wants to heal. Even if you've lived decades with high blood sugar, inflammation, or medication routines, it's never too late to shift direction. With the right foods, the right mindset, and a little patience, your body will meet you halfway. And every choice you make today is a message to your future self. I still care. I'm still trying. I still believe in better. So next time you're in the snack aisle, don't let pretty packaging or sweet coatings fool you. Ask yourself, is this helping me or holding me back? You've got the knowledge now, and that makes you dangerous to diabetes. Choose wisely, eat mindfully, and give your body the quiet support it needs to thrive. If this video helped you see things differently, don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed tips, explained simply. Your journey isn't over. It's just getting stronger. Let's walk it together.